Hey, welcome to Weekly Word. I thank you so much for watching today. Remember last week we were talking about our walk with God and how God knows what we're made of. He knows our limited strength, our limited ability. And as He's carrying us in areas of our life that we've never been before, the key thing is to keep our eyes fixed on Him. I love to walk and hike. That's really my exercise in the morning, is taking a walk. And there are times in our lives that my wife and I will walk together. Now I'm 6'2". My wife, I guess, is about 5'2". Our legs are distinctly different. I really get weary every time someone sees us walking because their response is always, well, that poor lady, she's just struggling to stay up with you and those long strides that you take. So I'll slow down. And then Sandra seems to be walking fast. And then she looks at me and she says, you set the pace. You know, there are times when it seems like with God that He is walking so very slow. And we want to move faster. We want to get on with things in our lives. We got places to go, people to see, and things to do. And we want to keep moving forward. But God sometimes seems like He's dragging behind. He's really not. What He's trying to do is prepare us for what He knows is in front of us. Prepare us for the journey that we have never, ever been before. But it's in those times when the Lord seems to be walking slowly that we often find ourselves in big trouble because we try to go around Him. We try to run ahead of Him. And it's in those times that we find ourselves in the greatest trouble in our lives. We also like to hike, especially in the summer in Colorado. That's one of our funnest things to do. And when we're walking in Colorado, when we're climbing up a mountain, the roles are kind of reversed. Sandra is normally in front of me, and I'm dragging behind, sucking wind, trying to get some air as I follow her. And she'll stop, and she'll have to wait. Sometimes she goes ahead of me. You know, there are times in our journey with the Lord that He walks slow and we get impatient. But there are also times that the Lord is moving on and we're dragging behind. Usually those times are the times when we're afraid. When we're afraid that God is leading us in an area of our lives that's going to cause us to step outside of our comfort zone. Or where God is leading us in a way that's going to stretch us and push us to a limit that we're not sure we're going to be able to go. It is in those times that we need to remember that we've got to follow Him even when He seems to be moving so very fast. There was a time when God called Abraham in the book of Genesis to leave his home, to take all of his family and possessions and go to another place that God would reveal to him as he went. It was only in the experience of Abraham leaving that he received what God had for him. This week, are you tired of waiting on God? Maybe it's a good thing for you to slow down and say, Lord, I want to stay at your pace. Or maybe this week is a time for you to think, the Lord's off ahead of me. What's holding me back? What do I need to let go so that I can be in step with Him and that we can walk this journey of life together? Because it's always better to be with Him on the journey of life. I hope these words are encouraging to you. If they are, maybe you could share them with a friend, someone that may need a word of encouragement in their life. May God bless you. We'll see you next week.
In the darkness we were waiting, without hope and without light, till from heaven you came running, and there was mercy in your eyes, to fulfill the law and prophets. To a virgin came the word, from a throne of endless glory to a cradle in the dirt. to the King of Kings, to reveal the kingdom coming and to reconcile the lost, to redeem the whole creation. You did not despise the cross, for even in your suffering you saw to the other side, knowing this was our salvation. Jesus, for our sake you died. Praise the Father, praise the Son, praise the Spirit, three in one. God of glory, majesty, praise forever to the King of Kings. In the morning that you rose, all of heaven held its breath, till that stone was moved for good, for the Lamb had conquered death. And the dead rose from their tombs, and the angels stood in awe, for the souls of all who'd come to the Father are restored. And the church of Christ was born, then the Spirit lit the flame, and now this gospel truth of old, it shall not kneel, it shall not faint. By his blood and in his name, in his freedom I am free, for the love of Jesus Christ, who has resurrected me. Oh, praise the Father, praise the Son, praise the Spirit, three in one. God of glory, majesty, praise forever to the King of Kings, praise forever to the King of Kings.